Hi, this tutorial is brought to you by pm-prep35.com. pm-prep35.com is a free PMP training website. Do visit pm-prep35.com for free mock exams, chapter and tests and tutorials. In this session I am going to cover control cost process. This process is part of project cost management knowledge area and it's a planning process. Control costs is a monitoring controlling process, so similar to all the monitoring and controlling process, it deals with ensuring that the actuals meet the baselines, and any changes to the baseline or transferred to the integrated change control board through a control process. So control cost in addition to that takes care of doing a reserve analysis, because there is this contingency reserve and management reserve which are very important to the project baseline, and they need to be controlled and handled in an integrated manner to ensure any changes to the baseline do not happen. It also deals with project funding requirements. They need to be monitored, and relevant people need to be communicated about what funding is required in what phase of the project. So that is kept under monitor and control in case of the control cost process. So this process deals with as all the monitoring and controlling process, performance review, ensuring the health is under control and taking appropriate measures. So based on that idea, let's quickly walk through the important points, the inputs, tools, techniques and outputs of this particular process called control cost. So the control cost process is not only useful in monitoring and reporting performance and project cost objective, but also ensuring other project related objectives covered in the PM plan, mainly scope and time, are not affected. So this is the case with all of the control process across the knowledge areas. They not only ensure the concerned knowledge area is affected by changes, but also ensuring that other project objectives or maintain integrity with the concerned knowledge area. So the PM plan has the baselines as well as other plans, subsidiary plans. So that's one place you can check the performance as well as take a judicious approach to control as well as monitor the objectives. As part of controlling process, approved changes can result in updates to PM plan and other project documents owing to new baselines the project needs to track. So not only changes are allowed to follow an integrated change control process, but also once the changes are approved, the changes are implemented onto the project management plan and the project documents. That is also part of the controlling process. So approved changes, they get documented in the project management plan and the project documents, because initially you document the impacts only in the change request, but only when they are approved you make changes to the actual documents and baseline it. So that is also part of the controlling process. This process also deals with analyzing current trend and doing a forecast based on current status and analyzing what is currency and factoring in any future impact. So that's part of any monitoring and controlling process, where you analyze the trend and you give as on date this is how it looks, but future it might look like this. So those are all factored as part of your work performance report when you send it to your change control board. But before that you have to calculate the work performance information from the work performance data, which is done as part of this process. Another main objective of the control cost process is to ensure that the periodic project funding requirements as identified in the determined budget process are sourced at the right points in the project life cycle and the funds are not overused. So that is another important aspect of this particular process, wherein you check for project funding requirements and alert the right sponsors at the right point of time, depending on what phase needs what sort of funding from which source. So that's important part of this particular process. While the project funding requirements are identified in the determined budget process, this process is used to keep an eye or monitor and alert the right people at the right point of time. Any changes identified as part of monitoring controlling process is presented before change control board for review. So this is a common thing across most of the monitoring and controlling process, wherein changes are identified but they are not done at once, but then they are sent to the change control board, and once they are approved they result in changes to the documents as well as the end product if it is necessary. Reserve analysis is done to ensure that the cost baseline is under control, level of contingency reserves used, and analyzing if management reserve is needed for any unknown. So reserve analysis is also done as part of this process. So the baseline includes your contingency reserve, but the budget includes the management reserve. Once you need have any unknowns, you call for your management resource by raising a change request. So that part is also that is also part of this process, where you do reserve analysis, and if needed you ask for your rebaselining before if an unknown occurs, and you have to use your management reserve, and so you have to rebaseline your cost baseline. So reserve analysis is part of this process. So inputs of this process: project schedule. The project schedule is not only necessary to validate the activity cost estimates, but also look at the milestones and to ensure that the budget allocation takes care as mandated in the scope statement or agreement. So your allocated budget per activity is documented in your project schedule. So that's one good place to look at what is the budget allocated for each of the activity, and then what is the actual that's incurred. So that's a good way to look at variances. The project schedule is one good place to look at, and obviously your project management software on the scheduling tool specifically will house your project schedule, but then you can that's one place. Project schedule is the actual project management document wherein you can look at variances. Risk register. The risk register gives you an idea of what are the different contingency costs that can be incurred at this point of time. It also helps you keep an eye on different risks, and based on the risks you understand, okay, this is the contingency reserve that is planned, but we have used so much, and based on that you can be sure about the project's health and keep a control over it. Agreements are an important input, basically because they say some of the mandates in terms of both project funding requirements as well as mandating certain funds to be used only for certain specific purpose. So those legal implications can be kept an eye as part of this particular process, and agreements are very useful for that. Project funding requirements, although it's part of the agreements, it needs to be tracked and necessary people need to be alerted, so that's why it's specified as a separate input, although it's part of the agreement. So project funding requirements help in alerting the right people at the right point of time. So monitoring is necessary as part of this process. The tools and techniques: earned value management, which is used to calculate the different indexes for work performance information purpose. So you have schedule variance that you can calculate, cost variance you can calculate, then the different indexes like SPI, CPI, which compare your earned value and your planned value, then the actual cost. So these give you different numbers based on which you can make out how the project is performing. For example, a negative cost variance, the cost variance is nothing but earned value minus actual cost. If it is negative, which means your actual costs are going over than your plan, so the project is not doing fine. But again, your schedule performance indicator is also a good index to find out your project health. The schedule performance indicator is nothing but your earned value divided by planned value. So a schedule performance indicator greater than 1.0 indicates that more work was completed than was planned, so that means the project is still doing fine. The cost performance indicator, which is earned value divided by actual cost, the actual cost is in the denominator, so if the actual cost is more, so it means there is a cost overrun, which means your index assist is less than 1, then there's a cost overrun, which means the project is not doing good. Forecasting is also done using different formulas. Estimated completion is one of the formulas wherein you can make out how the project will be doing based on current trend, how will it do at completion. So that is also done using these formulas. To complete performance index, this is also one of the technique. An index used to represent if the remaining resources are enough to complete the project as per the goal. TCPI is calculated using budgeted completion and EAC. So forecasting to complete performance index, these are all techniques, they are formulas used, but they are overlapping, and they, you can use them whenever it is necessary to look at project health. There are different formulas which are like specified in the PMBOK guide. You can look at variance at completion, which is nothing but BAC minus EAC. You have, as already discussed, the different indicators, SPI, CPI and all that. You also have TCPI, which is calculated based on BAC and EVAC and all that. So gain good control over these formulas to attack questions in the exam. So the other tools are project management software, which will have the scheduling tool where you can input, and you can input your actuals, and then you can calculate all the variances. Then reserve analysis, another technique. Performance reviews, these are all the performance reviews, especially is common across all the monitoring and controlling process. Reserve analysis is specific to contingency reserve and management reserve. The outputs of this process are the work performance information, which is nothing but your factored in information for this particular context. Work performance data is raw, but work performance information is more metric oriented, and you feed that into your work performance report to provide it before your change control board. Then the change request or output of this process, wherein you find some corrective action, preventive action or defect repair needed, then you document that and you are ready to send it to the change control board. Project management plan updates happen basically once your changes are approved. Then you have to update your documents or the cost baseline specifically as part of this particular process. Project document updates also happen. If a project management plan gets updated, then there can be attached documents that can get updated, like the risk register or your or other documents that you can think of, like the change register simply, that can get updated with approved rejected information. Cost forecasts, EAC details are documented and sent to stakeholders to provide comfort regarding the health of the project. Again, these are all slightly overlapping details which can be part of again another report or something, but cost forecast, for that matter, any knowledge area will have forecast, and they need to be accounted, but then cost forecasts are really important and they play a vital role. So that's why they are specified as an output here, specifically as part of this process. Organizational process asset updates, lessons learned, other project process documentation or documented as part of this particular process. So that's about the control cost process. This process deals with checking the performance as well as ensuring funding requirements and reserve analysis is done and health is communicated. The communication part again is part of the communication management process, but then you keep all the information and ensure the changes are done in an integrated manner. That's all about this process. Do visit pm-prep35.com to access lot of mock exams and free resources. Thank you.